Diagrammatic presentation of data. So this is the third method of presenting data after textual and tabulation. So this method provides the quickest understanding of the actual situation to be explained by data in comparison of tabular or textual presentation. Okay, so diagrammatic presentation of data translate quite effectively the highly abstract idea containing a number into the more concise and easily comprehensible form. Okay, so diagrammatic representation is very easy to understand for everyone because when something is looking attractive, then we observe it very carefully. Okay, we are very carefully and interested to observe it. Okay, so when we present data in a diagrammatic form, then it will be more attractive for us and we get interest for them. Okay, so the diagram may be less accurate but are much more effective than a table or presenting the data. Okay, so there are various kinds of diagram in a common use. Okay, so the important ones are geometric diagram, frequency diagram and arithmetic line graph. Okay, these three types of diagrams. So for geometric diagrams also have some subcategories, that bar diagram and pie diagram comes in categories of geometric diagram. Okay, so the bar diagram has also three types, that is simple, multiple and compound bar diagram. Okay, so first of all we learn simple bar diagram from bar diagram. Okay, so for understanding these diagrams or their forms, it is necessary that you look pictures and video very carefully. Okay, so we get example of all type of diagrams for it. Okay, so first one is simple diagram. So the bar diagram comprise a group of equus space and equi-width rectangular bar for each class or a category of a data. Okay, so height or length of the bar read the magnitude of the data and the lower end of the bar touch the baseline such as that the height of a bar start from the 0 unit. Okay, so bars of the bar diagram can be visually compressed by their relative height and according to the data or comprehended quickly. So data for this can of frequency on non-frequency types. Okay, so look at the picture. So in this picture we take an example of a literacy rates of the major state of India. Okay, so in bar diagram we can make a rectangular boxes with equal distance and equal width. Okay, so suppose in x axis there are literacy rate percentage, that 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100, or in x axis there are major states. Okay, ठीक है, AP, AS मतलब आंध्र प्रदेश, आसाम, बिहार, झारखंड, गुजरात, हरियाणा, कर्नाटक, केरला, मध्य प्रदेश, छत्तीसगढ़, महाराष्ट्र, उड़ीसा, पंजाब, राजस्थान, तमिलनाडु, उत्तर प्रदेश, उत्तरांचल and West Bengal. Okay, India, that was a total way. Okay, so in bar diagram we make a rectangular box according to their number or their percentage. Okay, so here we have to show the number of persons. Okay, so suppose in Andhra Pradesh there was a 60 percentage is 60. Okay, so when the percent is 60, so the rectangular box of a bar diagram is comes up to the 60. Okay, that means just little bit more than 60, that is it was 60.5. okay, so the rectangular box move up to the 60.5. okay, while taking the gap, next one is Assam. So the rectangular Assam is 63.3, so the next box is comes up to the 60. okay, so it was 63.3. So just like that, you already made them in some previous classes. Okay, so just like that the bar diagram is presented. Okay, so it is most important to know that bar diagram have equal width and equal distance with each of them rectangular boxes. Okay, so this was a bar diagram. The next one is multiple bar diagram. Okay, so in multiple bar diagram are used for comparison of two or more sets of data. Okay, when we have more data, more than one data for only single one category, then we used a multiple bar diagram. Okay, suppose income and expenditure, import and export, and different years. Okay, and mark obtained in a different subject in different classes. So these are the data which have different value, different quantity, but having a same category. Okay, so this type of data can be presented by multiple bar diagram. Okay, so look at the picture. In this we take an example of previous example. Okay, so in this we have the literacy rate. Okay, the literacy rate of percentage. Now it would be classified according to the number of male and females. Okay, so suppose in AP, okay, there was a in AP the number of male is 32.7. okay, and the number of females is 50.4. okay, sorry, it was for yearly, that means 1991 to 2001. So the number of person in 1991 is 32.7 and in 2000 it was 50.4. okay, so both our categories are combined for Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, AP. So we can joint this two bar diagrams, two rectangular boxes for a single component. Okay, after it the Assam, so we take an equal distance between them, and for Assam we can also make two diagram, joint and joint them. Okay, so this type of diagram is called multiple bar diagram. Okay, I hope you understand it. After it the next one is pie diagram or a pie chart. Okay, not a pie diagram, pie chart. The next one is the compound bar diagram. Okay, so in compound bar diagram is also called sub diagram. Okay, so that are very useful for comparing the size of the different component parts. Okay, so and it's also for throwing light on the relationship among the integral parts. Okay, suppose we take an example that sale proceed from different product and expenditure pattern in typical Indian family, like components like food, rent, medicines, education, power, etc. So the budget outlay for the receipt and the expenditure and component of the labor force and population, etc. So these are the components of bar diagram and usually shaded or colored. Okay, so look at the picture. So in this picture we take an enrollment of primary level in a district of Bihar. Okay, so the scale is dark one is out of school and light one is enrolled. Okay, so in the y-axis we take the number of enrolled. Okay, so the 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, this was our scale. Okay, and in y-axis we take categories, that means boys, girls and their total all. Okay, so here the out of 100%, okay, out of 100 students, there are in boys categories 91.5 are enrolled and remaining 80.5 are out of school. Okay, so we can classify it according to the shaded, okay, their color. In second one, out of 100, 58.6 are enrolled and 41.4 are out of school. Okay, so for the total categories, out of 100, 78 is enrolled and 22 is out of school. Okay, so the compound bar diagram is working according to the 100% of the data. Okay, after it the next one is pie diagram. Okay, so the pie diagram is also a component diagram. Okay, but it's not like a bar diagram. So here it is a circle, those area is proportionally divided among the components. Okay, so it is also made for as a working as a component diagram, but in this pie chart the percentage is classified or categories in circle form. Okay, so it represent it is also called pie chart. So the circle is divided into many parts as there are components by drawing straight line from the center to the circumference. Okay, so the value of each category are first expressed as percentage of the total value of all categories, and then the circle in the pie chart irrespective to its value of radius. So it thought of having 100 equal parts of 3.6 degree. Okay, that means 360 divided by 100. 360 was the circumference of a circle. Okay, so it may be interesting to note that data represented by components bar diagram can also be presented equally well by the pie chart. Okay, so look at the picture. So in this picture we take an example of distribution of Indian population by their working status. Okay, in crore. So the status is marginal worker, main worker and non-workers, and the population percentage 9, 31, 62 it was a population, and their percentages 8.8, 30.4 and 60.8 respectively, and their angular component that we convert the population or their percentage in angle. Okay, for draw it on a pie chart. So the angle is made that is 8.8 divided by 9 into 360, so we get 32 degree. Okay, and 109 degree and 219 degree respectively. Okay, so now we draw a pie chart. So we make a circle. Okay, and we classified the shaded in three way. Okay, look at the unit scale. We draw a irregular line for main workers, checkbox for marginal workers, and straight horizontal line for the non-workers. Okay, so we make a circle. Okay, for marginal workers, that means irregular lines, we take 32 degree, make 32 degree angle from D. Okay, that was 31 crore. Okay, and after it for marginal workers we make, while taking the radius of 31 crore, we make another angle of for the